Hi, I'm JD,
I'm Nate.
and we're here at NAMM 2015 with Black Lion Audio.
Let's go inside. Hi, I'm Nate with Black Lion Audio. We're here at NAMM 2015. Super excited about being here. What we have here are our Sparrow Converters. So this is a Sparrow Mark II ADC red version, and this is Sparrow Mark II ADC white version. The main difference between these two is that the white has two A to D chips in parallel, which yields 3 dB more dynamic range. It also has a slightly nicer clock than the red, and it has better power filtration. So a lot of that just translates to better dynamic range. It's speccing pretty high, unweighted. So over here we have the Sparrow D to A's. These are D to A converters that have been really popular. Main differences are similar to the A to D's. Better power filtration on the white than the red, better clock, absolutely phenomenal sounding, both of them. Very detailed, insane placement in the stereo field due to how nice the internal clocks are. Those have been really great for us. Down here we have the B12A Mark II that we just launched at AES. This is a half rack single channel mic pre. It's based on an API 312A. And it has an input transformer and an output transformer. It also has a high Z input on the front, 48 volt phase and pad. And the difference between the Mark II version and the original version that we launched is that this is higher gain and lower noise and has a nicer Cinemag input transformer. To the right here, we have the B173, another half rack single channel mic preamp. This one also has an input transformer, output transformer. It's based on a Neve 1073, so this is all Class A discrete. It has a stepped input gain, and it also has an output attenuator, so you can actually drive the input transformer really hard and then attenuate it at the output. Also has phantom power, phase, DI switch, and that's your DI jack on the front. That's been a very popular piece for us. Sounds phenomenal. Below it we have the Autor Mic Preamp. This is a 2-channel preamp that we've had since about 2008. This has a really fast front end on it, so it captures a lot of detail and nuance. And then it has an output transformer, so you get a little bit of transformer saturation in the low end. Excellent sounding. Again, this is 2-channel version. Down here we have the single channel version of the Autor. It's the Autor 500. And same thing, except it's 1 channel. It fits in a 500 series lunchbox, and it has a DI on the front of it. Over here we have our 2U gear. First up is the AM channel 1. This is a 2-channel inductor-based EQ. It has active buffers and passive filters, transformers on the inputs and the outputs, has 4 different bands per channel, and it has 2 EQ in and out buttons, so it's very easy to A/B your EQ to the original signal. And it's very musical sounding. People have been really blown away by how it sounds. And another really great thing about it is that you can actually disengage the EQ and still run your signal through the input and the output transformer to add some coloration to your tracks. Right below it we have the AGB, which is a 2-channel compressor and limiter. It's based off of a Neve 33609, and this thing is capable of really incredibly fast compression all the way to very slow, subtle, very sweet sounding compression. The output of the compressor goes up to the makeup gain, and then the makeup gain feeds into the limiter should you engage the limiter. So the limiter ends up being the last stage on your way out. Really great sounding 2-channel compressor. Below it we have the PM8 Mark II, which is our 8x2 summing mixer. Has transformer coupled inputs, so it actually adds a really nice vintage sound to your mixes. And on the back of it, it has 3 different flavors of outputs. It has a transformer coupled output, transformerless output, and then a totally passive output that you can use to run into your favorite mic preamp for makeup gain. What's really cool about this is if you're using the passive output on the back, you can actually power the unit off and it still sums your mixes and spits it out of the passive output on the back. It's because it's a totally passive summing mixer. It doesn't even need to be powered on. The only reason you would need to power it on is if you're using it for makeup gain via the transformerless and transformer coupled outputs on the back. This is our Micro Clock Mark II. It's a master word clock capable of 44.1 up to 192 kilohertz sample rate. It has 3 BNC outputs on the front. It has a selector switch for your bass frequency, either 44 or 48. And then over to the right is a switch that is a multiplier to get the other frequencies. This is a phenomenal sounding master word clock, has been really popular in studios and has also taken off in the live sound world.